Morning. It's Wednesday and it's time for another morning meditation. Today, um, I've been thinking about this a lot. We as a country have been through a lot in the last 10 months. And last week was mind boggling, to say the least. Um, it doesn't really matter what political view you have, it was still very mind boggling. And, we've been through in the last 10 months a lot, but I really have a strong belief that there is a purpose to this. And that purpose is to help us to transform. So, everything we've carried over the last year, everything we've carried with us before, um, all of this needs to go. And I'm not talking about the good stuff. I'm talking about the negativity and whatever has come out of this time. And I do believe that we are at the cusp of transformation. But I also understand the fact that we cannot transform with what we're carrying. Um, we we all have wounds from our lives, be it your childhood, relationships, loss, um, jobs that didn't make you happy, whatever it is. We're all carrying our perspective. I mean, it affects our perspective, these wounds and these fears and things that we're carrying. So many of us over the last 10 months haven't seen a lot of other people. So we've got the wound of loneliness and we've got all kinds of other things. And there is no transformation. There is no common ground to be had if we are the walking wounded. So we have to transform our own selves before we can be part of a community to heal each other and the world. So, yet Richard Rogers had a wonderful meditation yesterday, and it was on transformation. But I had already been thinking about it. He just put into words what I had thought. But I remembered, I don't know, from childhood or whatever, um, it's Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world. That's what we're trying to change. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So, in order to do that, we have to get rid of those wounds. We have to transform them into God's love, pure love. That's all we need is the feeling of God's love. So, what I'm asking you to do today is to open yourself up to the fullness of God and let go and um, transform what you're carrying into love. And by doing that, we're able to transform. So please close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And what I want you to do is, I know this may sound weird, but I've been carrying on this conversation between me and I'm assuming it's God, how I should do this. So picture yourself in a meadow by the beach. In any one of those scenes, you've seen people in the bathtub on television. for the ad, the two people in the bathtubs. I don't want you in two bathtubs. I want you in one. I want you to get into your bathtub, and I want you to realize that what you are wearing is a gray outfit. Everything is gray, kind of like a dirty. That outfit signifies the wounds you're carrying. And I want you to sit in this bathtub, and I want you to open your hands, and I want you to see these rays of light that are coming down upon you. You begin to feel the warmth in your hands and on your face. And it is radiating, just radiating. It is filling up this tub. It is God's love. And it is surrounding you. It is seeping through everything what you're wearing. It's seeping under your skin. It's within you. You are bathing right now in God's love. God's love is surrounding you. It is within you. It is above you. It is below you. It is to the right. It is to the left. It completely surrounds you. And you can take your hand and put it in to that tub, and you can pick it up and you can put it all over yourself with both of your hands. You can just bathe yourself in God's beautiful love, permeating your very existence. And as you're doing this, you notice that your clothes are getting lighter and lighter and lighter. They're becoming a pure, pure, startling white. That signifies the whiter it's getting, the more your wounds are healed. Just sit there for a minute and bathe in God's pure love, knowing you are a child of God in whom He is well pleased. So let's sit here for a minute, just bathed in God's pure love. As you sit there bathed in God's pure love, you notice that you're feeling lighter. Your heart is lighter. You are almost joyful. The negativity of those wounds is leaving your existence. You are integrating God's pure love in every cell, in every muscle, in every bone, in every system. God's pure love is is all that exists. You begin to realize that those wounds that you've carried really have been in your mind, but they've been encapsulated into the rest of your body, so you let them go. You just let them all go because they've been replaced by God's pure love. And God's pure love has been integrated into every cell, into your mind, into your heart, into everything. So let's breathe in and out for a minute. And what I want you to do is finish breathing out any wound that you have. And when you breathe in, you're going to be breathing in God's pure love. Okay, now let's take a moment to come back to the now. Open your eyes when you feel like you can. And know that you now represent God's pure love. By being God's pure love, you are ready for transformation. You are ready to be the common part of community. You are ready to begin to help heal the world. So what I have now is 3 affirmations for today. I give all my wounds over to God to be replaced by pure love. I give all my wounds over to God to be replaced by pure love. I give all my wounds over to God to be replaced by pure love. I open myself to the fullness of God. I open myself to the fullness of God. I open myself to the fullness of God. I am one with God. I am one with God. I am one with God. We are all one, but we've done a lot to separate ourselves. And transformation isn't possible until we go back to that point of all being an understanding we are all one. So I invite you to go through this exercise again if you're feeling any wounds or any negativity, because we have a lot of work to do to heal the world and to transform it. And each of us has our own job to do, and that job is to realize that you are one with God. We are all one together.